The Blooming Burrow is back for Easter 2025 in Runescape. With a little bit of old and a little bit of new, this holiday hub and event is sure to bring a ton of fun for all different types of players. The event will be running from April 14th to May 5th, so players will have roughly 3 weeks to participate in the festivities. If you want to get to the Blooming Burrow, the easiest way to do so is to simply use your Blooming Burrow teleport in your magic spell list. The spell will immediately take the player to the Blooming Burrow. Once you arrive, you'll notice right away the vibrant and bright pastel Easter colors in the surrounding environment, where the Easter Bunny runs his chocolate factory. The art team at Jagex is simply amazing, and they never cease to do good work, and I think this is no exception. There are a ton of activities you can participate in at the Blooming Burrow. If you didn't complete the seasonal quest Great Egg-Spectations last year, this may be a good place to start. This quest can be started by talking to the Easter Bunny just north of the central island in the Blooming Burrow. In this quest, you'll help the Easter Bunny search Gielinor for some new and exciting chocolate recipes. As a reward, players will get 5,000 cooking XP, 2,000 spring tokens, a collection of old and new emotes, and access to the factory line activity in the Blooming Burrow. After finishing this quest, the first thing you might want to do is participate in some egg hunts, which can be started by talking to Nougat Bunny just west of the middle island in the Blooming Burrow. There are 3 kinds of egg hunts available to the players this year. There is a daily egg hunt at the Blooming Burrow, where players can look for 12 eggs hidden throughout. After the first completion, players will gain access to the larger, more expansive Gielinor Egg Hunt, receive 5 treasure trail points, and also get 1 casket. Each day, players can recomplete this process, gaining another set of treasure trail points and another casket. The Gielinor Egg Hunt is a collection of 24 clues leading to locations to find eggs. The clues are released in 2 batches, 12 in the first week of the Blooming Burrow and 12 in the second week of the Blooming Burrow. Each egg found in this series will reward the player with 2 egg points, as well as 10 extra treasure trail points. Finally, there are the community egg hunts. These are 2 limited time hunts which are released at 20 game time on Sunday, April 20th and Sunday, April 27th. These 5 clue events will test your egg hunting skills. The first 4 steps can be completed just like the normal Gielinor Egg Hunt clues, and if the rewards are the same as last year, we'll give 3 egg points each. The 5th clue of each of these events will require multiple players to finish, and if the rewards are the same as last year, we'll give a giant golden egg, which will reward 16 egg points. Once the final step has been completed by a group in a world, it can then be completed solo, so don't worry too much if you show up just a bit late. From here, you might want to participate in some of the skilling activities in the Blooming Burrow. There are a few returning from last year. If players want to train their mining, they can go to the southwest of the Blooming Burrow to mine some chocolate. Here, players can mine chocolate rocks to obtain chocolate chips, chocolate chunks, and chocolate nuggets. After filling an inventory, players can deposit their chocolate into the chocolate mine shaft in the middle of the mining area. Chocolate chunks are worth 1 spring token each, and chocolate nuggets are worth 2 spring tokens each. Mining actively here, I got roughly 450 spring tokens per hour and about 30,000 XP per hour. Mining XP scales with mining level, and I am currently 110 mining, so your rates will definitely vary based on your own level. Alternatively, if players want to train their smithing, they can go to the eggplant in the western region of the Blooming Burrow. In this activity, players will flatten metal ingots into foil for chocolate wrappings. After converting the ingots to foil, the foil can be turned into the foil storage for spring tokens. Each foil made gives 28 spring tokens. When actively doing this activity, I was able to get about 800 spring tokens per hour and roughly 80,000 smithing XP per hour. As with mining, the experience rates scale with smithing level, so you can expect your own experience rates to vary based on your own smithing level. Right next to the foil making activity is the factory line activity. As stated previously, you'll need to complete Great Egg-Spectations to do this one. In this activity, players can help make chocolate by working on the mixing station, molding station, or foiling station, which grant Herblore, cooking, and crafting experience respectively. Each station has 3 options that the player can choose from, and every minute, the nephews of the Easter Bunny will call out one of the 3 options for each station. Spring tokens are awarded roughly 20% of the time for each experience proc, and give a base of 2 tokens. Working with the optimal option will grant more experience and increase the number of spring tokens gained each time by 2. Furthermore, once each minute, The bunnies will check if the stations have an uneven distribution of players. When working at a station that is not oversaturated, players will get more experience and increase the number of spring tokens gained each time further by 2. When working the optimal hotspot and not at an overworked station, I was able to get roughly 45,000 experience per hour in Herblore at the mixing station, 35,000 experience per hour in cooking at the molding station, and 35,000 experience per hour in crafting at the foiling station. Spring token rates were the same for all stations for me, at somewhere between 1,000 to 1,500 tokens per hour. Just like the other activities, experience will scale with level, and I'm currently 120 Herblore, 99 cooking, and 99 crafting, so your rates may vary compared to mine. The final returning activity is chocolate rabbit hunting, where players can train their hunter skill. The main portion of this activity is located in the southern region of the Blooming Burrow. In this activity, players will travel around the burrow, hunt, and return the escaped chocolate rabbits. Every 5 minutes, the chocolate rabbits will move to one of 10 burrows located in the Blooming Burrow. Once the correct burrow is located, the player will begin hunting for the chocolate rabbits. Chocolate rabbits can be turned into Fizzy Bunny in the southern region of the Blooming Burrow for 5 spring tokens each. Actively doing this method, I was able to get roughly 1,300 spring tokens per hour and about 90,000 hunter XP per hour. Like all of the other stations, the hunter XP will scale with your level, and I'm currently 99 hunter, so your rates may vary. In addition to the returning activities, there are 2 new activities popping up. The first is beekeeping, located in the southern region of the Blooming Burrow, where players can gain farming experience. In this activity, players will tend to beehives to gain spring tokens. To maximize experience and spring tokens here, players have to keep the bees happy. There's a happiness bar at the top showing the bees' current state. When there are wilted flowers, the bees will become sad and move into the blue region. And when there are wasps nearby, the bees will become agitated and the bar will move to the right. Players can use flower food and wasp traps to cure flowers and remove wasps respectively. These 2 items can be picked immediately south and north of the small pond near the beehives. Occasionally, the player will lose track of the bees' happiness and will need to use a smoker, which are attainable slightly to the west of the small pond near the beehives, on any of the beehives to continue. When actively doing this method, I was able to get roughly 1,000 spring tokens per hour and about 95,000 farming XP per hour. Like the other stations, the experience gained here scales with level, and I'm currently 120 farming, so your rates may vary. Players can also get honeycomb shards while training here, which can be transformed into honeycombs when you have enough of them. Finally, there is the new carrot boating and races activity. You can start this activity by getting on one of the carrot boats located around the Blooming Burrow. In this activity, players will sail across the various waterways of the Blooming Burrow while navigating obstacles to obtain agility XP and spring tokens. There's a free roam mode where players can go around and interact with any of the non-race obstacles. In this mode, players will get 3 spring tokens for each obstacle, as well as a small chunk of experience. Races can be completed once every hour, and have the players progress through many obstacles in order. Players get a one-time large chunk of experience and 100 spring tokens for completing a race. When actively doing this method, and excluding races, I was able to get roughly 1,000 spring tokens per hour and about 75,000 agility XP per hour. Add in an hourly race and you're looking at more like 80,000 XP per hour and 1,100 spring tokens per hour. Just like all the other activities, experience rates will vary and change by level, and I'm currently 99 agility, so your rates may vary based on your level. One cool aspect of this activity is that you can actually get special boat skins and titles for completing the hourly race fast enough. There are 3 unlocks: a bronze one at 2 minutes, silver at 1 minute 45 seconds, and a gold one at 1 minute 30 seconds. Once you've gotten some spring tokens and egg points, you can spend them at the stores to get some cool rewards. Talk to Gummy Bunny just west of the middle island of the Blooming Burrow to access the Great Egg-Spectations, where players can exchange their spring tokens for old and new Easter rewards. Some new rewards include the Beekeeper's Outfit, Flower Amulet, the Buzzing Bee's Aura, and Carrot Boat decorations. If players want to buy everything from this shop and they currently have none of the items, they will need 86,500 spring tokens, which is quite a bit. Nougat Bunny runs the Egg Hunters Horde shop, also located just west of the middle island in the Blooming Burrow, where players can trade in their egg points for rewards. Some cool rewards are available here, like the classic bunny ears, dual-wield main and offhand carrot swords, and an awesome new necromancy combat ability override for death skulls, turning them into chocolate skulls. If you want all of these rewards, you will need 168 egg points. Unfortunately though, as things stand, players will not be able to attain enough egg points given the current egg point rewards to get everything. If my calculations are correct, players can only receive 104 egg points. Be careful with this bit though, as it isn't clear yet to me how many points players will get from community egg hunts, or if there will be some other way to attain them throughout the Blooming Burrow's release. So that's about all the Blooming Burrow has to offer in 2025. Like I said earlier, you have about 3 weeks to experience the fun and community this event brings together. I really do hope to see you all there. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please comment, like, and subscribe because it all helps the channel a ton. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Until next time.